Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video, and this is again something which I have from LP Mods. This is the order V2 RTA. I did not have the order V1, but now I have the V2 in DLC. Yeah, DLC, quite cool. Made in China, but high-end quality. And we've got a lot of spares here, O-rings. We've got a lot of pins. There is also an extra positive bottom pin, which is a 3.2. This is a special DL-RDL pin because there is the 3.8 inside where you can put on the other airflow pins from the top. So this 3.2 is just an extra. We also have more post screws, O-rings, etc. And we have the DLC order V2, and there are even more extras. This is a DL drip tip, which I do not use, but we also have an MTL drip tip, which is a longer one, and we also have a different airflow ring, which has more airflow, which is also good for MTL, but it depends what pin you are using. I will show you later. And we've got an extra glass. So many parts, which is, in my opinion, pretty cool. And this is now here the MTL version like this. So some specs. We've got a 22mm RTA. We've got 41mm in height, excluding drip tip and 510. The pins which I included is 1.0, 1.0 by 2, 1.2, 1.4, 2.0, 2.5, 3.2 is the extra, what I showed to you, and 3.8, which is included here without an pin, an extra pin which comes from the top. It is $89, 316 stainless steel, and the DLC version is $109. Yeah, there are also extra semi-steel kit, glass tanks, etc. Just check out the Facebook group or a vendor. You can find LP mods in different countries. So the MTL drip tip is a 3.5 inner diameter, which, yeah, it's not my preferred drip tip style itself, but it's okay. It's a good one. We have a top fill with a thread, which works pretty well, pretty good. And then we've got more parts. I'm just checking that. Yeah, we've got a bayonet system with a liquid control, which is open, close, and in the middle we have an opening system, which everything on this RTA reminds me of Tripod or Air by Atmisu. This is, yeah, everything goes pretty strong in that direction. Then you can open up this here, and you've got the glass, and you've got the chamber, and you've got the fill port, and you can put everything together, and you're fine. Yeah, pretty cool. Nothing special. Works all pretty good. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty good. And then we have the deck. This deck here is pressed. It's nearly one part, but there are a few important things. These airflow pins, if you are on MTL mode, are coming from the top, which means not changeable from the fly. This is the 1mm by 2. which is for me pretty interesting when I am using the one-hole airflow. So now I have a function which goes a little bit in the direction of the millennium. So I've got a little bit more air right under the coil, and then I'm reducing the air here on the outside, which gives me a mixture of compression and no compression. So this is, for me, interesting, and I like this actually the most. If you say, hey, I don't need that much throated, then you are just taking the specific airflow pin, putting it here, taking the ring with the big slot, and you have the maximum air compression and everything is fine. I'm doing a mixture, and that works pretty good for me. So now I want to show you all the parts, and you have access to more parts of the deck when you are opening up the screw here, and then, yeah, it's starting. We have a pin here, we have an insulator, we have an insulator here. Quality, just to check out, quality is stunning, really, really good. This is the 3.8 pin somehow, and you need that one if you want to add an airflow pin from the top. The 3.2 is 3.2 only. If you want to open up this, then you get here another insulator, and then here, now of course the pin comes out, that's quite clear. Yeah, and then you have also the positive with an insulator here, which is pressed pretty tight. Yeah, so all in all, it's a lot of parts. It's a lot of parts, but it is working very well. So this should be on the tight side. Where's my pin? Ah, here. Then here's my pin. Another interesting fact about the double hole pin is that you can do the directions of the two holes however you want, and you are changing the throated by it. So now the coil is in that direction, and the airflow, air holes are in that direction. This is interesting. Just try it out. Keep an eye that the insulator is in here. Keep an eye that this is that fits together with the hole on the nut, and then keep an eye that here's the insulator, and then put all together, and you are fine. So quality-wise, really good. Part-wise, yeah, quite a lot. We have a two-post design with 4 screws. That means you can put in a lot of different coils and put the coils in however you like, which is also nice. You also have some clamps on the side, but I want to point out that a very thin MTL wire, you just need to check that the wire is right under your heads, screw heads. I'm using a used MTL special coil from Germany, Mr. Andreas, I don't know exactly. This coil is very, very good. I like that coil a lot, so I'm using it, yeah, pretty some weeks now, and I don't want to put it away actually. So this coil is my go-to coil. And when you have it in, just check out that it's not making a short. And that works now pretty good. This is a very, very soft MTL special coil, a fast special coil, and I have the feeling that in this RTA you just need a little bit more power. So with a standard candle 30 gauge, I don't get the exact result I want to have. So like Admisu products, I need a little bit more power here. I also recommend here a little bit more cotton. So maybe for that coil it's too much cotton. I don't know if I can get this through here because the coil is really, really soft. Soft and fluffy, but yeah, that is working right now. So we're gonna snip this at the edge of the deck. Outside edge, not the inside deck. Make it fluffy and then put it right down by not pressing anything. And I found it pretty good to check that the cotton, you just stick in a tool a little bit inside the holes here, that there is some air inside and the cotton is not pressed too much down. Okay, and then we can put everything together. Here, black on black is nice, and then we have clockwise open, counterclockwise closed. There is a middle position where you can open it, and one further is a closed position. And then I can leave my drip tip on, can open up this one here. Huge liquid ports. And we are good to go. So, and now I've got inside the 1mm by 2. So now I have to grab my specific airflow hole I want to have. I don't know the exact position what is, so I guess this here should be a 1.2. And now I don't have that much air compression because the air right under the coil is a little bit more than on the outside here, and that gives me a little bit more throated. Also, the position of the airflow pin, it's not the direction of the coil is this and the direction of the holes is this. That also gives me a little bit more throated. A smooth and silent draw, a good working RTA. It's all fine, but it reminds me a lot to Admisu products. And even the same here as on Admisu products, I need a custom coil to find my flavor and my throated. And even then, it's not the same as on my favorite MTL RTAs. So this device here is for me more in the direction of RDL and DL and not specifically exactly MTL. So if you want to have a device that can do a lot, yes, then it is fine. If you are MTL only, not 100% in my opinion. Quality-wise, excellent. Price-wise, the DLC version, $109. Cool, totally cool. Accessories, great. Versatility, very, very good. It's a good RTA. For me, it's not quite enough on the MTL side for my personal preference. That's all to say. Thanks a lot.